Now,
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to Let's Be Clear Radio with your girl DJ NIKKI and Miss Lady D.
and we are here to entertain you on this fabulous Saturday
Yeah,
afternoon. We got a lot to talk about.
ciao, ciao.
And before we get to that main topic, which is on everybody's mind and is trending all over the universe,
Yes,
because this is global.
it's universal, baby.
Um, let's start off by saying, hey Nick,
Hey D,
how is your week going?
it's going great so far.
That's good. What you
How
been up
about
to?
yours? I've been chilling like a villain. What about you?
Why you always throwing it off on me?
I don't know.
I am doing very well. I've had a tough week.
Mm,
Um, I was on vacation for a little while. I went to visit my mom
okay.
down in North Carolina last weekend. I got back home and I stayed home a few days. And the crazy thing is, I said I'm gonna come. I had a doctor's appointment
Mm-hmm.
that I made, and I said I was gonna come home and do some spring cleaning, take out my summer clothes and put away my winter clothes, and I did none of that. It was time to go back to work on Thursday. Why didn't I take the full week off? I don't even know. I was
Okay.
like, you know what? That's got to be the dumbest shit you ever did in a long time.
Yeah.
But I went back to work on Thursday, and I mean, it wasn't so bad because here it is. It's Saturday. I'm off. I don't go back to work until Monday, so that's cool.
Okay.
It was a little rough the first 2 days back because it's a lot of work and
To catch up on
yeah, and then there's the people that want to
supervisors.
no, the people that think that this is slavery days and
Oh yeah,
that we still live on a plantation and we supposed to obey the masters.
yeah.
Sometimes they get in the way of you doing your work
Mm-hmm.
and but
Just
it is what it
miserable.
is. Yeah. So we're not gonna do that. So what
Shout
else is
out to
going?
our virtual assistant, Lil Unique.
What's up, Lanique?
Creative Stream Live is in the building.
Yes, sir. We here. Um.
Shout out to everybody on Facebook, YouTube,
Well,
and
I
Twitch.
don't know what I did to my page. This page here.
Uh huh.
Because before it used to show up who's there or whatever, but I don't know. It doesn't
Gotcha.
matter.
They probably
Yeah.
changed it.
Um. Yeah. So that's what we doing here today. We're gonna entertain you a little bit.
It's beautiful outside, New York
Yeah.
City.
I'm waiting for the weather to totally break so that
Me
we
too.
can just be outside because what I'm gonna do this summer is I'm gonna do everything that's free.
Okay, I
If
like
it's
that.
free, I want to be a part of it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because last year we didn't do too much or nothing.
No.
Because I mean I get people, they do shit. You got to pay to go over here and pay to go over there. But
Mm-hmm.
I said, you know what? I'm
There's a
gonna
lot of
go.
free stuff.
I'm gonna go out, to eat, from time to time or whatever. But I'm gonna also buy my food and eat in the house.
That
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
Uh
cheaper.
huh.
Not only is cheaper, but you get what you buy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff in these restaurants and stuff like that, with an exception of a few, they give you all of this nasty food. I'm tired of eating nasty food.
Mm.
I mean, I'm not the best. I'm not Chef Boyardee, but I think I can cook enough that the ladies can get over. Everybody bring over a dish. We
Dish.
sit down
Oh,
and
like
eat, play
that.
some games.
Yeah.
Do some stuff, some free stuff, and try to save our money for big vacations.
Yeah.
You
That
know?
that that works. I like that.
Yeah, because have a game night, have a pajama night.
There's something.
You don't
Yeah.
gotta spend the night. You can just come over in your
And then
pajamas.
leave.
We
Yeah.
chill out, take some pictures, do some girly stuff.
Mm-hmm. And being at home is safer and more fun
Absolutely,
anyway.
because
So and half the
what's
time when
going
you go out, you in a corner together by yourselves anyway.
yeah,
So
because men
why?
don't dance with women
They
no more.
don't.
They dance with each other or they showing off or whatever.
Yeah, they do.
But these streets in New York City is mean. Like I don't know from Monday up until yesterday, all I've been hearing about is these kids, like these high school kids and junior high school kids, and everybody got a knife and a gun, and I don't know. I think this must be the 1 millionth time we've had this topic,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna stay on it too long because we've had it a million times.
Uh-huh.
Um, the parenting of these kids. Like, I don't know what happened to parenting these kids because these kids not only are disrespectful, They out here with knives, they got guns, they stabbing people, they killing people because I'm looking at you and I like you, and because you don't want to give me any feedback, now I'm
That's
gonna
what
stab you
happened.
to death. It's a lot of that going on.
Oh
It's
my
a lot.
God.
It's a lot,
They
and
don't know how to take rejection at
I'm
all.
sorry. I'm sorry that I have to keep saying this, but it has something to do with the parents because I'm so tired of hearing how these little boys or these little girls is stabbing and cutting and shooting and stuff like that. And their parents is getting on TV. Oh, my child was so good. He's an A student. He never been in any trouble. She never did this. Yah, 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 yah. But this is your child that is facing criminal charges.
You're not paying enough
So
attention to them.
how is it that and I, like I've been saying before, is these parents that's out there trying to keep up with the Joneses. You got the new Gucci bag and the Fendi bag and the Birkin bag, and you out here competing with the next chick
Mm-hmm.
or the next dude, that you're not really paying attention to your kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way, I mean, if we're talking about self-defense,
Uh-huh.
self-defense is one thing, but to be out there and because you got rejected by a female, you want to stab her up and you want to do things like that. To me, that's not self-defense.
That's crazy.
Because and because your ego was shot, you
Mm-hmm.
you want to do something that
Drastic.
to kill somebody. Like, we're not even hurting people, we killing people.
For saying no.
And it's sad that it's our people, like
Mm-hmm.
our people, the black and brown people are the ones that's doing these things, and we need to stop. Like, I don't know what is it gonna, because here's the thing, right? You out there, you got a knife, right? And you cut somebody or you stab somebody, you kill somebody, you're going to jail. What do you think is going to happen to you?
You're gonna get a girlfriend in jail.
And then we have this other situation where these mentally challenged people
Mm.
are doing these things as well, and the cops are killing them.
Mm.
Now, mental illness is real. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that, today in today's society, the challenges are even higher than it was back when we were kids, because mental illness was something that was covered up in the household.
Yeah.
You didn't see it as much as we're seeing it now. And you can't just when you have family that have these issues and they take medications for these things, you got to stay on top of them. You got to make sure that they're taking a medication, because everything is cool while you're taking your medication. But then when you're off your medication, that's when you're out there doing things like,
You bug out
yeah,
because even just it enhances it because not taking the medication makes it worse.
absolutely.
So it's like it's yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot of that in the news with these well, then there was this one guy. They said he had mental illness, but I think he was in his house and he was cooking,
Mm-hmm.
and he got locked out of his house, and he happened to have a knife in his hand.
Mm.
And maybe he did have some type of mental illness or whatever, because when the cops told him to drop the knife, he didn't. They saying that he lunged at them and they shot him. But I still don't understand why these cops, even with a knife, okay, if he had a gun, right? And he's shooting at the cops and y'all have to shoot back for self-defense. That's something different. But with a knife, if you shoot somebody in the hand or you shoot somebody in the leg and you try, and this is why I think that the
They need
cops
more training.
nowadays, they not only do they need more training, but the training that they do have, I think, is shoot to kill. Is not shoot to injure.
I think that's what they want to do. But
Yeah,
yeah.
because my thing is this: if he lunges at you with a knife, yes, a knife can cause damage. But if this person didn't get to you, then why is he dead?
Yeah, why you shooting to kill? Yeah. But yeah, a lot of these cops don't have training with emotionally disturbed people. I don't even know why they even come.
And 90% of them, I think, are emotionally
They
disturbed.
are. They are.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like the world is not like how it used to be. Like, even with the police, the people that work in hospitals, nursing homes. A lot of people did those things out of compassion and love and respect for others. Now it's all a money thing because the money
It's good or
is
whatever.
good
Yeah.
and is paying,
You need a
what.
job. Yeah.
Absolutely. So a lot of people are doing these things just for the money because there's no way that you can tell me that you have compassion for the elderly, and you're in a nursing home, and this client, because their clients are residents or whatever, is ringing a bell because they need their diaper change, or because they're hungry, or because they don't feel a certain way, and you just take hours to respond. Within 10 minutes anything can happen to somebody.
It could. Yeah.
And that happens in not just the nursing homes, it happens in the hospitals and all kinds, like anywhere where there's people that are working that should have compassion for human life. They don't have it anymore.
No.
And that's walking on the streets.
Mhm.
They have these young kids. I don't know where these young kids come from, but I know it was an incident in Queens. The lady was walking into the church, and the young boy knocked her off the steps, almost unconscious, snatched her pocketbook, and stole her rental car. Now, if you can do that at the church steps, then what is going on? Like, people, they don't believe in God.
They
They
don't.
they don't fear anything, and it's sad. It's really sad.
It is. This world is going. It is crazy. It's not even going crazy. It is crazy.
Like, and I always said to myself, if I ever have to fear of where I live,
Mm-hmm.
then there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And when you fear to go outside because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going to happen, you can't stay inside all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's safer to stay inside, but you still got to go out because,
Gotta live.
absolutely, you got to
Mm-hmm.
go to work, you got to go to the store, you got to go to the grocery store, because I'm not with this, everybody swear by this Instacart and all of these things, but I don't need people picking out my food and bringing me anything. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So I go to the supermarket. I ride the subway. I was riding the subway. Was it Thursday or Friday? Yo, this guy was there with a whole beach chair. He looked like he had all of his belongings on, like he was on the train, sleep in a beach chair. I was like, you just can't make this stuff up, and it's because, all the homelessness and the people that don't have work and don't have a place to stay. They can't go into the shelters because the shelters are now filled with
Full.
migrants, and it's cost the city less money, or let me rephrase that. The city gets more money for these migrants than they get our own
Mm.
people that live here. And I think that's sad.
It is sad. Did you see the video of the man that was on the bus and he had a hammock?
Yeah, he was riding the bus in the hammock.
Yeah.
And
And it was twisted in it though.
yes, and couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And the bus driver was telling him he had to get out, and he was saying he can and not, or whatever.
It said that there's no sign saying he can't have a hammock on the bus. Yo, people, it's either people are actually mentally ill, or they trying to do things for likes, like to go viral and stuff. So they
Yeah,
do
and
stupid
I think
stuff.
a lot of people do those things too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's this whole era of social media that, like, if we didn't have it back in the 70s, the 80s, and not even the 90s.
Yep.
All this whole thing with this social media thing is like, people are doing dumb shit just because they want likes, they want to go viral.
Yeah.
And that's just crazy. And then I think I seen something about a guy that was in a church in Pennsylvania, and he opened fire. He
No.
tried to shoot the pastor
Oh, I
of the
see
church,
that. Yeah.
but the gun got jammed,
And then they
and they
got
tackled him or
Mhm.
whatever. And they asked him, why did he do it? He said the spirits
Just
told him to do.
Yeah.
Like, there are really people that out there that need help. So don't fake like there's something wrong with you. If there's nothing wrong with you just to get likes, let that help go to the people that really needs it, because
yeah.
there are people that really need help. They're struggling and battling every day with something. And
We need more resources to help people that's dealing with mental illness, because it's a lot. There's a lot of people that deals with it.
it's more people than we know.
Yeah.
Because I see it every day, and I try my best not to make eye contact because I don't want them. What the fuck you looking at? And then that's a
You
whole
just scared
different
me.
thing. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So I just try not to make eye contact with these people, but
Sometimes that don't even matter.
Yeah, because they
If they
making eye
wanna-
contact with you,
And if they feel like they want to jump you, they will. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's the crazy
because
part.
they doing it like this. Did we talk? No, did we talk about this? Because I have a young lady that worked with me that got attacked.
No.
Yeah, I think we did. Well, anyway, she was on her way to a doctor's appointment, and she said she noticed somebody was following her. And then when she got upstairs to the train station and she swiped her card to go through, when she turned, the guy was right on top of her and he just punched her and ran off. I'm like, and there's people that are doing that. They did it to that actor. That actor, what's his, yeah.
Yeah.
You see the man that did that to him? Like, they doing, like, you cannot, like, that puts a real deep fear inside of me that,
you don't know when it's gonna
happen,
come,
or if it's gonna happen to you.
Yeah.
And that's the
because
sad
it's
thing.
random.
Yeah, because ain't nobody doing nothing. It's just people are
just
crazy
running up on you
and running up on people and just knocking them out.
But a
no
lot
reason.
of times I think it's because they think it's cute. We got a lot of followers now. We don't have a lot of leaders, so they see something. Oh, so this is what they're doing. They're gonna do it too, not knowing there's repercussions to things. You go to jail. You know what I mean? If you do X, Y, and Z.
Because here's my thing, and maybe people don't understand it, but there's cameras everywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everywhere. So you're gonna get caught, no matter if it's now or later.
Speaking of cameras, it's like, I don't even know if we spoke about this. The lady in the Bronx who was raped. She was walking, and the dude used his belt.
He grabbed her by the
By
that
the
happened
neck.
on 149th Street over there by 149th Street.
And then he raped her between the cars.
Yes.
They did find him.
Well, they found another guy, but I think they eventually found him because the other guy that they was getting ready to give him the business on the street.
Because he
but come to find out it wasn't
girl.
it wasn't he wasn't the one who raped the girl.
Yeah.
But they did eventually catch that guy.
Yeah. That's crazy. Now, what scares me is, like I said, there's a lot of followers than leaders. They see that. Now they gonna start doing that. You know what I mean? Start running up on people. Even if they don't rape you, they gonna start. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen that.
Yeah.
You don't know people is crazy. People is crazy, and it's sad that like you said, you can't go outside without fear. You're always on point. Always
like you always on self defense.
Yeah.
Like you don't know who's going to attack you, who's going to what, and I don't even want to see somebody get attacked.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see nobody get pushed in front of the train. I don't want to see none of that stuff. And that's why most of the time, if we don't have something planned or anything, when I go to work when I get off of work on Friday, I'm home till Monday.
Yeah, I stay home.
You know what I'm saying? I entertain myself. Mm-hmm. I'll watch TV. If somebody want to come over and visit and I feel like being company, I'll do that.
Yeah.
But it's safer for everyone to be in their house because you can't even go out and enjoy a meal without something happening. Because you go to these restaurants and you have these people that go there and they know that damn well they ain't got no money to pay for it. But then they have to create a scene so they can get out of not paying it. Or if you go to Walgreens or CVS or one of those stores, somebody is stealing something to create a scene, and it's just horrible.
Yeah.
It's like
that grab and run thing and all that. Yeah,
smash and grab.
Yeah.
Like I wish somebody can give me anyway, but yeah, it's hard. And then that's why they having this thing now. I think New York City is starting this task force because that's where all our money going for. Task force to run the rats out, to run the crazy people out. So now there's a task force that's going to they're trying to get together for people that goes into these retail stores and steal all of this merchandise because they going out, even though they probably going out there selling it, but it's not us that's buying it.
Yeah.
So when we go into these stores, what happens? The prices are so high that we got to pay more for something that we paid maybe $15 for. Now it's $25 because the insurance has to cover all of this merchandise that somebody stole. You know, it's like the whole world, and it's not like, the one thing about living in a major city like where we live at, that you're going to hear it nationally. It makes national news. So that's why everybody swear up and down that New York City is the worst. And I'm not going to lie, it's very bad here now, but it's not the worst, because there's places in Chicago and there's places in Miami and New Orleans, and it's everywhere. But because we're the melting pot of everything here in New York City, where all the is that what I'm saying? The money, whatever. Where all the money, revenue. I said residue.
I was like,
excuse me. So because all of the money comes through New York before it goes anywhere, you know, we are always going to be nationalized. We're going to be like, it's always going to be, whatever happens in New York, they're going to hear it nationwide.
Yeah, because somebody told me when they looked up the list of worst states, we're not number one.
No, we're not. I think Chicago. 5, right? No, I believe we are. I was looking at this thing on TikTok where they said, where they do the worst places to live in the United States. And New York was there quite a few times.
Okay.
It was they were there quite a few times.
It is the worst place to live, though.
Yeah, it's worse for us because the way we grew up as kids.
It's
you
so
know,
much
it's so different. Like,
because even when you was talking about the police, I remember the police used to walk up and down the projects or whatever, wherever you are. Right? Huh? I am the block or whatever, and they would play with the kids. They would sit talking. Not no more. They don't do that anymore.
Now they pushing you up against a fence and searching you and all of that stuff.
See, the other said 10 most dangerous states of the U.S.: New Mexico, Louisiana, Colorado, Arkansas, Washington, Tennessee, Alaska, and Oregon. Where the fuck is New York?
It gotta be there. If Chicago's there, New York got to be there, because New York is
yeah, they crazy.
You know, it's because everybody lives here. You know what I'm saying?
And if it ain't the top 10, then that's crazy. These places must be horrible.
Yeah, you know, and the thing with New York is that we have people from all over the world here. You know, we have Mexicans. We have Africans, we have Jamaicans, we have the regular Americans, we have the American Indians, we have West Indies, we have people from Europe, we have everybody that lives in New York. You know, they do go to other states, but you're not going to find the percentage of, say, Jamaicans in North Carolina that you have in New York. You're not going to find the percentage of Dominicans that live in New York and North Carolina. You're not going to find them there. You're going to find, it's like everyone comes here. Now, if America is the land of the free, then why is New York the only place that these people are going? Because even so much as when they come here and they establish their lives or whatever, and they move to a different state or whatever, it's still a high percentage of foreigners here in New York City. And that takes away, and not all of them are bad, because I have some friends that are from all of those places that I talked about. And they're not all bad, but it's this younger generation that's coming over here that, because in their states, in their cities or whatever, their country, they're just running amok. So they think that because over there they can do it, they're coming over here and they're doing it, and they're killing people. You know, these electric bikes that they have on the street. If they don't hurry up and get them off the streets, I think I'm gonna move, because I'm tired of seeing them. If they're not running over people, they're on the sidewalk. You gotta run to get out of their way because they blowing their horn. It's like this city has gone really to shit. I'm sorry that I'm saying it. And I talk about, I don't just talk about it all today. I talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's much different.
It's so much different. Like, it's too noisy. There's always
Yeah.
something going on. There's not many places where you can go unless it's upstate or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, where you can go home from work and you get a decent amount of sleep because you don't have to wake up to police sirens or gunshots.
Or your neighbors playing music till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I like music, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
So it's like people gotta go to work, people gotta go to sleep, people got kids.
And that's, like I said, people don't have empathy and compassion for others.
Any people, they're very selfish.
It's like, if it's not about me, then it's about nothing. And that's the sad thing.
Shout out to Linda Parks on Facebook.
Hey sis, what's up, Linda?
Shout out to Shaw JL Creative Stream Live.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's crazy.
Let me give a belated birthday shout out to my brother Big John down there in Atlanta, screaming all the way from New York to the ATL. Happy birthday, big bro. I love you and I miss you.
Yep.
So speaking of videos and surveillance and stuff like that, let's just get right to it.
Let's get right into it.
So apparently this video of Did He Do It? Did it?
He did.
Is going around with him physically assaulting Cassie. Now, I don't know what he thought in his mind what was going to happen with that video once you bought it. Now, allegedly he bought the video from the hotel.
So stop it from coming out.
Yes, but you kept it. Why didn't you destroy it? Because I mean, not that what he did is right, because any type of domestic violence is wrong, and I hate it. I hate that, men. And I was talking to my sister this morning, right? And I don't know, maybe it's just my thoughts, and I'll share my thoughts with you guys. I think that men like Diddy, and it's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle, right? You're living a lifestyle that you're not happy with, and that lifestyle is being with women. Because to me, a man that can have any woman in the world will beat another woman because she's trying to leave makes no sense. My thoughts are that because he's not living the life that he want to live, and he want to live with men, he want to be with men. And if you notice, a lot of men that treat women bad, not all men, a lot of men that treat women bad is because they don't really want to be with women. They'd rather be with a man.
It's a possibility.
I mean, that's just my thoughts. I'm not saying that it's 100% true. And you have some men that beat on women because they don't know any better, and because they have their own issues going on with them, and they don't know how to control themselves. But I'm talking about men like Diddy. Like, you can have any woman, anything in the world. If you want to be with a man, be with the man. Now. You know what I'm saying? It's not like why we hide it.
It's the control, I think.
Yeah, and another thing is, like, you see those men that beat women, they don't talk to men like that.
No, they don't.
They don't treat men like that. They'll do it to a woman, but they won't do it to a man.
That's called you weak and insecure.
Absolutely. So my thing is this, like, if you want to be with men, be with men. Leave the women alone. Why ruin these women's life with your physical, emotional, and mental abuse when you can just let them go and be with somebody that want them, that's going to respect them for who they are? You beating this girl, and it's on camera. So when they raided your house, guess what? That's the only way that came out. Because if he bought that video for whatever he bought it for, then he had it somewhere in his house.
He had his possession.
And when they raided his house, because from my understanding, they were going through a lot of videos. So that was just the first one that came out. Could you imagine all the videos that's going to come out? This man dragged her to the ground, kicked her several times, pulled her hair, dragged her, and threw vases at her.
You
And
can
then there
only
was the other
imagine.
video. The other video, I don't know if it was the same day or if it was a different time, but we seen this video before when she was wrapped up in a blanket and he was yelling at
Uh-huh.
her, "See what you did now," and all of that. Like, my thing is this: who told you that you were a man for doing that? Because it didn't start and it didn't end with her, because from my understanding he always did that to women. He always
Kim
be
Porter,
he
Lisa, all of them.
he talked to his mother bad.
Hmm.
He treated his, so why is it all with women? And the only time I seen him get at some men, they were young boys when they were making the band, when they was on making on the band, when he used to yell at them and scream at them and all of that. And a lot of that was for shit show. But how many men did you see him get into altercations like that with? I've never
And
seen
if he
it
did, he had allegedly had his bodyguards with him. He never like ran up on a dude on his own.
at all.
So let me, okay, because Diddy is a punk, just like anybody who abuses anyone, women, children, elderly, whoever, other men, because other men get abused too by the men in relationships,
Yeah,
and anybody who has to put their hands on somebody to punish them or to put them in their place is an asshole. That's all I gotta say. Because you can always walk away.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times when a person can piss you off so bad you want to choke the shit out of them. I understand, but there are repercussions when you do go that far.
Absolutely, because one, when you catch somebody off guard and you hit them hard enough, the natural reaction is to hit back.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if you don't want to get hit, you don't hit.
Mm-hmm.
And we do have some women that are weak,
Abusive too.
and
Yes.
they are abusive, and they fight, and they hell raisers and everything. But there's always going to be that one person that's going to stop you, whether they stop you physically by taking your life out or putting
In
you in
jail.
jail where you don't see the day of light for a long time, and you sit there and you realize what you did wrong was not the right thing to do. Because there are people out there that, enough is enough. I'm tired. I'm tired of this physical abuse. I'm tired of this mental abuse. Me. I'm who get sick and
Tired.
tired
They do
of being
whatever to
sick
get
and
out.
whatever you have to do, and sometimes you can lose your life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's two people in their life, because here's what's going to happen. You're going to kill this person or hurt them really bad, and then you're going to go to jail, and that's two lives down the drain. For what? When you could have walked away. Is it easy to walk away? No. We saw that with Cassie. It wasn't easy for her to walk away because she feared her life.
Mm-hmm. And this is my opinion. I get tired of people who judge and say, "Oh well, she could just walked away. Oh well, he does, she did." When you're not in that situation, it's hard for you to understand what is going through people's minds at the moment. If you saw how he chased her after she came out the
This
hotel,
nigga was
imagine what
butt naked. All he
imagine
had
what
was
he
a
did
towel.
if she tried to run out several times. He probably always chased after her.
Yeah.
When you have somebody who literally stalks you, when you run away, you don't want to. You scared to run because you don't know what's gonna happen. You
And
don't know.
apparently she's tried several times, and he was the type of person that will threaten them
Mm-hmm.
and let them know that if you don't come back, or if you
You
do
gonna
leave,
die, or
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna
die. I'm
kill
gonna kill.
somebody in your family.
Absolutely. And I don't know who he think he is.
He thought he was
Maybe
God.
he
That's what
thought,
it was.
maybe he, brother love is, even after this video, this particular video that came out, all his credibility went down the drain. And I want to say something. There was a few people that were in the entertainment, world or whatever, that was bashing Cassie
Mm-hmm.
for, bringing this out to light. And now you guys
Gotta
are
recant
apologizing.
everything. Mm-hmm.
Y'all apologizing to her when y'all knew what type of dude we
He
was messing
was,
with. Y'all,
yeah.
he was like that.
Y'all
He was
knew.
like that. Y'all, everybody, Anybody that was in his circle, anybody that attend any of those parties that he was with, anybody that know his baby's mothers, and everybody that he had, because it's the same story with all of the women. But nobody believed him. A lot of people was afraid, and I get that they were
You're
afraid.
afraid. Mm-hmm.
Because I was listening to something earlier today, and I'll Be Sure has a documentary coming out, and he said y'all gonna learn about how he got into a coma and everything. And from what I'm understanding about the whole situation, that it had a lot to do with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
And Al B. Sure was posting stuff because he really didn't believe that Kim Porter died of pneumonia,
Mm-mm.
and he really believed that Diddy had something to do with it. And he was posting stuff, and they said that one of the stories was that Quincy called him and asked him to take the stuff down because it was triggering for him about his
Quincy.
mother.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other story that came out is that Diddy was saying, allegedly, let me say allegedly, because I can't be sued because I don't have no money. Um, Allegedly, Diddy was the one who put that out there for him to take that down, and told him that if he didn't take it down, he was going to do something to his son. So that made I'll Be Sure take a lot of that stuff down that he was posting up about Kim
Mm-hmm.
Porter and the pictures and all of that stuff. So I mean, who knows? That could be true. That he was threatening to kill his son. So a parent is going to do anything possible to protect their kids. So we don't know. I don't know how true that story is, but I am waiting for that documentary because I am going to be watching, because I really believe, not only, I mean, because with all of this stuff that's coming out now I believe he has something to do. I really, well, I
But I
always
always
thought,
believe he has something to do with Kim Porter's death.
well, no, he definitely had something to
Yeah.
do with her death. But now we're talking about the alleged Tupac, the
Oh
alleged
yeah, Biggie and all of that.
Biggie,
Yeah.
the alleged everybody that passed away suspiciously
Has
under
something
his
to.
camp. He had something to do with it.
Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light.
And
And I don't
damn,
understand why
and
people feel like they could get away with something forever. No, your day will come. Your day will
that's like a
always
motherfucker
come.
robbing a bank. You get away with it 10 times and
And
you're gonna keep
eventually,
doing it.
yeah.
Eventually you're gonna get caught. So everything, and then especially now, like I was like we were saying, like years ago, we didn't have all the social medias and the cameras and all of that stuff. But now in the age of all of this, why would you think you can do something like that and everything is on camera? And even if that hotel sold you that footage, how do you know somebody from their camp didn't keep a copy of
That's what
that?
happens when you feel like you can't be touched. When you
Because
feel
you
like you're
can't buy your way
untouchable.
out of everything.
But some people feel they can. How long has it been? Since the 90s. So he probably feel like, and you know what I'm saying? He don't feel like he could be touched. So now he's being touched.
Yeah. So and the crazy thing is that now I'm gonna always have a problem, and I'm always gonna use the comparison to R. Kelly and Diddy and whoever else. But I noticed, this is one thing that I noticed, that a lot of the DJs that are on the radio, with an exception of a few, they don't play R. Kelly's music anymore. But every time I turn on the radio, there's something, a bad boy song in heavy rotation. So y'all
Why
canceled
y'all
R.
cancel?
Kelly,
Yeah.
but y'all didn't cancel this dude yet.
Mm-hmm.
This
They
y'all
might
got
now.
pure evidence
They might
on this
now.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, and you know what? And I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna step out real tough, because I don't care. Like I said, you can't sue me because I don't have no money. I think what one of the reasons of Wendy Williams's downfall
It's cause of
has
that.
a lot to do
We did it.
with Diddy, because I don't know what he did and what he gave her, but they had supposed to have made amends, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he came on her show and he did something, and it was like right after that, after he came on her show, it's like all shit, all hell started breaking loose for her, to the point where she don't know whether she's coming or going. And then Jamie Foxx started talking. I mean, some people say Jamie Foxx was faking. I don't know, allegedly or whatever. But Jamie Foxx started talking about Diddy and his parties and what happened to Jamie Foxx.
Yo, Holly weird is weird. That's all I gotta
Like I
say.
said, give me the money, don't give me the fame.
Yeah, I don't want
I'll
all
take the
that.
money and I'll take care of my family, but I don't need the fame because these people out here, I don't know what's going on.
He's selling his
Like,
souls.
and I really do believe that these people think that they are better, bigger, beyond anything that can happen on this earth. That it won't happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the crazy part about it because somewhere somebody is tired of your bullshit, whether it's human or if it's God or something. Somebody is tired of the bullshit, and it's time for you all to
Eat
stop.
what you sow.
And like Cat Williams said, this is the year of the truth, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot. And they might have said that Cat Williams was telling some lies himself. Okay, cool, but a lot of things that he did mention. Look at
Ain't
what's
true.
going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
Because
the
there was even videos of Diddy with Usher and not Cat Williams, what's the little short guy, Kevin Hart. Like, there's a lot of shit that's coming out, and there's videos of, like, he was the only one that can videotape things. When you before you walked into any party he had a big bag where he took everybody's cell phone. So you don't want nobody to see, and you have to be a sick individual for you to record all of this stuff that they say that he has been recording. And I believe that if he did that and he didn't get rid of it, because when they raided his house, they took a lot of footage, and they are going through that like with a fine tooth comb. And a lot, like I said, a lot of shit that we suspect and a lot of shit that we don't think is gonna all surface. And y'all gonna see the real horrible, horrible side of all of them.
yeah,
Because it's
because
not
not
just
only
him.
him.
It's not
Yeah,
just him.
it's a
Because
whole
I
bunch of
blame
them.
anybody that was a participant. And even though a lot of these bodyguards are coming out speaking,
You
but why
was
didn't y'all speak before? Why everybody coming out now to talk about this? Why are we talking about, oh yeah, he's been like this for years and this, but you saw him do that. Just like they said, all of the parents and all of the people that brung these girls to R. Kelly, and it's the same situation. And like they said, Chingy said that that when before it's all over with, y'all gonna see people that did way worse shit than R. Kelly did.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not defending none of it. None of it. I'm not defending R. Kelly because I'm a super fan, because I'm going to listen to his music, whether anybody likes it or not. But my thing is, why cancel him and ruin his life when everybody, even when Diddy and Jay-Z and whoever was a part of that whole entity, when they all was hanging out together, y'all all seen everything. If y'all didn't see it, y'all was doing it. And now everybody is mum's the word. You don't hear no. Who did you hear besides Stevie J and Meek
Come
Mills
out
come
front.
out on Diddy's defense and his son? And why did his son go make a damn diss track or mention Diddy? I mean, 50 Cent a diss track, and 50 Cent just came at him like, little boy, go sit down.
I could just only imagine the things he did to Kim Porter also.
He did a lot of shit to
It's
her.
just a lot.
They said he broke her nose several times, and his whole thing, allegedly, was he beat them, physically abused them, and send them off out of the country until they heal, and then bring them back so nobody will know.
And it's not just entertainers, it's whoever that
Yeah,
does
like
things like that. They got a mental illness, they got a control issue, they got insecurities and weakness. It's just, yo, when I
it's a
saw
whole
that
shit
video,
show.
I swear to
I
God I was triggered.
Yeah, I was like, yo, because I heard people talking about it, and I'm like, what video are they talking about now? And then when I turned on Instagram, when I went to Instagram, and every news
Outlet.
outlet was
CNN
reporting.
had it.
CNN was the first one to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and they probably got it from
The FBI. Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't tell me CNN ain't down with the FBI and the
Yeah.
presidents and all of that shit. Because they be on they. I thought TMZ was it, but
No.
when CNN was the first one who reported that. So where did they get it from?
That's just crazy.
It is. It's madness, and I feel bad for her, and I commend her for
For standing
coming.
up.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
standing up for herself because not everybody can do that. There's women that don't even make it out of abusive relationships, not
Mm-hmm.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
There's women now that are still in an abusive relationship because they don't know, they don't have the courage to get out.
The resources. Yeah.
You know what
Or
I'm
they
saying?
don't
But
know how to.
there are resources. There's a number. I think it's one
Yeah,
eight
but
hundred
no.
799 safe.
Yeah,
So
but
if there's
still.
anybody, I mean, I know that it's hard
Because if
because
you dealing with somebody that's unhinged, you could escape, move away, and one day this motherfucker finds you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You never know. You always living in a life of fear. So it's like, yo, for anyone who is going through abuse, who has gone through abuse, that succumbed to abuse, I pray for you.
yeah, because it's not something easy. It's a hard situation. That's a battle that you know
I don't wish on my enemy.
Nah, because you never and then what kills me is look what you made me do to you. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
you and blah blah blah.
And
What?
if you didn't talk back, or if you didn't
It's
do
your
this, it's
fault.
your fault.
And that's when women start to doubt themselves
Yourself
and start feeling bad.
about
Is
it. Yeah,
because you feel that it's your
your
fault.
fault.
It's not your fault. It's that person and it's not even that person's fault per se, even though that person is doing the act, but it's something that's
Wrong
wrong
with
with
them.
them that they never got the help that they need.
Needed. Mhm.
And that triggers all of these things. So I think it's a form of mental illness
It is
as
a
well.
form of mental illness, because a lot of times, if it's not straight up mental illness, it's they seen it growing up. Either their mother or father was being abused, or they was being abused growing up. Whatever it is, it always stems from your childhood. I always feel like whatever way you are as an adult stems from your childhood some kind of way. You either seen it or you lived it. And now when you're an adult,
Then
you
you just come to
choose to
have
be
PTSD.
you have a choose to become the person that abused you, or not be the person. You know what I mean? To not be the victim. And a lot of people choose to be the person who abused them, because
That's
I
all they know.
learned, yeah, I've learned that being bad feels much stronger than being good. Being bad, you know what I'm saying? You try to do the right thing, it's like, oh, I feel weak, whatever, I'm not strong enough. But when you mean, when you hate, put out hatred and stuff, it feels a lot stronger, and it's not good. It's
Yeah.
not good.
So yeah, there is. I mean, even if I can't say too much because I don't think I mean I've had run-ins, but they were never severe to the point where
What
that I feared my life.
I have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's easier for me to say call this number, reach out to somebody that can help you. Don't shelter in too much because
Try to talk to
try to
somebody.
talk to
Yeah.
somebody, even if it's just God. If you believe in God, and let me tell you something, there's nothing that He can't make happen for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you believe in the high being, if you call him Allah, Jehovah, whomever you call him, it's all one the same. To me, it's all the same person. If you believe in that higher power, then you need to. If you feel that you can't talk to somebody because of fear that they might go back and tell the person, and then that person attacks you again, because that's sometimes that happens as well. Talk to God, let Him help you because He will help you.
And
There's no task that He can't do.
And I'm a testimony of that, because that's how I got out. I kept talking to God, and God helped me.
He will guide you.
Yes.
He will guide you. He will say, you know what, my child, enough is
It's
enough.
enough. And then He'll show you the way.
Absolutely.
And you just have to open your eyes and listen.
Amen. this video was crazy though. And I was like, did this man just run all the way down the hall?
half naked.
All he had was a towel.
Half naked. That's how I knew. I said, yo, he crazy.
Yeah. He definitely is crazy.
That's why I knew she couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Yo,
because that but you said, you see how they said, and it finally came out. I'm gonna still say allegedly, but when she was talking to Kid Cudi,
yeah,
and they blew up his car, they said, yeah, it was Diddy
him.
who blew up his car.
I believe it. I believe all of it. When she came out, everybody like, oh, she just want money. Da, da, da. Why I want money now? You know what I'm saying?
And then, oh, if he did all of that to you, why you stayed so long, or whatever.
You could.
We see now why
she couldn't. Yeah, and I swear I dislike that.
And if he's actually threatening people the way that he, like they saying he is, then if you're not somebody that come from that background, naturally you're gonna be afraid. What are you gonna do? Like if somebody say, if you leave me, I'm gonna kill you. Yeah, you ain't used to hearing no stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if this motherfucker, is physically abusing you and hurting you and giving you black eyes and broken noses and stuff like that, you might feel if he can go through all of that, then possibly he will kill you.
Yeah, he will go that far. He will. And you are afraid not only of yourself, what is he going to do with the people I love? Or Absolutely. Anybody who try to intervene.
Absolutely.
So you're scared.
So you fear for yourself, for your family, for everything.
So you would take the abuse just so nobody else get hurt.
Yeah.
So the fact that people like, oh, she lied, this and the third, without any evidence and stuff, that's why it's good to keep quiet. You ain't got nothing to say, to just mind your business. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because I don't see so many people come back and say, you know what, I have to apologize to her because this was your friend. Your man, you didn't think but you had to see something.
And another thing that irks me is, I know we all black power, all of that, but when they say, oh, we gotta step up for the black man, this is the black man is wrong.
Damn it, he's
wrong. He needs to be accountable for what he did.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all not going after the white men that do it. If he's guilty, he's guilty.
And look at Jeffrey Epstein and
they got Spacey. Spacey got a documentary out. What's his name? Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
I think he got a documentary out for what was he doing? Raping kids or something?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Allegedly.
So it's not.
Industry is we
can't speak on the white man or the Chinese man or the other man.
We got to speak about the man that's being accused.
Absolutely.
It's not about race.
No.
Crazy, mentally ill, whatever, doesn't have anything to do with race. Abuse has nothing to do with race.
That's like murder has no color.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can get murdered. Anybody can get killed.
Yeah, anybody.
What they saying over there?
It said, his sick ass shaking my head, right, Sharjay? So Sean says, so with the video out for my DJs, are we not playing his music anymore or listening to his music? Lil Unique said, it does that cancel James Brown now.
Listen, a lot. I've seen. I haven't seen. I've heard a lot in my days, and it's always been our people. It's all like I'm not big on Jeffrey Epstein. I only know about them because of them being in the media. And if we didn't have this social media like we did, they probably wouldn't have never got caught.
Well, the thing about media is they put out what they want to put out to put in your head. So they're believe me, there's just as much white or other races that does this. They just put out more of us, so we can look at us look like bad. We're bad. Yeah. So
and it's media, us who's falling for the propaganda, and that's doing these things because you want to be like the white people. You think you're going to get away. We are not going to get away with the same crimes that they get away with.
Yeah. And they make you think you can until you don't do what they want you to do, and then they use it against you. But you're so dumb, you still go with it.
Yep.
But it is what it is. But if that's the case, then we have to cancel music, acting,
that's
movies,
what Chingy,
all of that, because every one of them did something.
if y'all gonna go based on music, then you gotta turn your
You
radios
gotta
off
turn it
because they
off
all
because all of them
because
did it, including the women. So don't even
yeah
think like, oh wow, they're women,
because
so they don't do
allegedly they
anything.
said that this one guy I seen an interview with him. He was from what is that day 27?
Uh-huh.
That's
26.
day 26. Yeah. Well, he allegedly said that Mary used to fly him into town
Mm-hmm.
and put him up at a hotel and have sex with him when he was underage.
The one that sang I Ain't Mad at Ya. I forgot his name if anybody know. I know Lil Unique know. He did an interview in 2022, I think, saying that she used to fly him out when he was 15, 16 years
That's the
old.
guy I'm talking about. He was from day 26.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
He
he
was
was
from
in.
Making the Band.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know he used to sing the hook or what the chorus for Tupac and all that. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
No, a
it's
lot of them
like,
do stuff.
yeah. And it's crazy because, again,
Beating up their women because we can't. Since we going back to James Brown shit. What's that? David Ruffin, Elvis Presley married young, her. What's her name? His ex wife.
yeah.
All of them. All of them.
It's like,
You sign your soul to the devil. What you think you think you don't have to pay it back? You think you'll have to give back to the devil? It happens. Keep knocking on the devil's door. Eventually, the devil will answer.
yeah. And that's the crazy thing about it.
And
And that
motherfucking
was like,
chase.
what's his name? DJ Academic.
Yeah, you was telling me about that.
Allegedly, somebody said, some young lady said that him
His
and
friends
I think she had some type of
video.
yeah, that him and three of his friends, because he was texting her back and forth asking her did she didn't know what happened or whatever. So allegedly him and three of
I
his
think I
friends
remember
raped
that.
her or something
Okay.
like that. And this motherfucker says that if he go down, he taking the whole industry down with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing, like, take accountability for yourself. And my thing is, if you knew all of this, then you, even if you didn't do it, you still are at fault because you knew what was going on and you did nothing to save these young girls. And they say Sean Diddy, what's his name, King Combs, is exactly like his father.
Yeah.
He's exactly like his father.
That's why
which is
he was
crazy.
taking up for him.
Yeah.
Of course, where he gonna learn it from? His father.
Yeah.
And then you got how many daughters? Puffy has 4. He got the twins. He got the little girl.
And
I think it's another one.
That's around the same age as the twins, if
Yep.
they're not like a year apart or something like that.
It was Danny Boy who was with Mary J.
Yeah. It's crazy, like,
Yeah, he wasn't at day 26. He was part of Death Row.
there was a guy that
There was another guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one, Danny Boy, he's old. That's why I was like day 26. So
Yeah, and no.
No.
This guy, this is a recent video that
oh
I saw
nah, okay, this one was
that
old.
surfaced. But I don't know, like, I don't know what is it gonna do for, what is it gonna take for these people to stop doing what they're doing to
Jail.
these kids. Jail is not enough.
Prison. They
Because
gotta just shut down the whole fucking entertainment industry.
because you can put somebody in jail, you can put a killer in jail, right? And he could be in jail for 25 years, and he come back out and he
do the
still
same
commit a
shit.
crime.
They have to shut down the whole entertainment industry. All them people is crazy. All of them. I really believe it. Cause ain't no way that you don't have talent and you a fucking star. What did you do to become that? There's a lot of more evil stuff that we don't know about that goes on in the industry. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that we're never going to hear it because
Nope, we're not.
Well, now I think we're gonna hear some of the stuff.
No, we gonna hear all of it. It's just ain't gonna stop. I don't know if it's gonna ever stop.
Yeah, because these people they don't have any remorse for the things that they do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're gonna hear a lot. There's gonna be plenty more people that come out and say things, and then we won't know what the hell is going on because
Hello?
you know
Yeah.
That's what they want. It's just crazy. But hopefully one day that all of this stuff that's going on is that that maybe that somebody eventually will stop, because this is crazy. You know what happened?
Nothing.
Everything good?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take. It's like you said. Maybe it won't stop. Maybe it will stop. But I don't think that's gonna. I think that's just opening the door for
People
even,
to see.
yeah,
I think it's opening
not
people's
just to
eyes.
see, but I think it's opening doors for more pedophiles.
You think so?
Yeah, because it like
Opening the
it,
door for them. What you
yeah, for
mean?
them to do the same thing that these other people are doing. Because if you see somebody, right, somebody coming up in the industry, and they see Diddy's been doing this for years and he got away, it's like you said, they copycats. People copycat everything they see. So now you feel that he got away with it for so many years,
Oh, yeah,
then
yeah.
why can't I get away with it?
Hmm.
Or if they don't do anything to him, then they're not going to do anything for me. And there's a whole cycle of this whole thing that's going to continue to go on
That's why I
for
hope.
years and years and
That's why I
years.
hope with everything coming out that it will make people not want to like get scared. Like, oh shit, am I
But what makes you
next?
think that? What makes you think that? I mean, first of all, when you get one allegation, right, whether it's true or not, why you don't stop then? Because
Plus, if nothing's
but
gonna
that's
happen to
everybody
him,
is sick. Yeah.
yeah. Plus, if nothing gonna happen, I don't know what's gonna happen to him after this. They might
Well, I
throw
know
it out.
one
They might
thing,
say the statute of limitation. They're
but
always finding something.
as far as that video go, the police in LA said that they can't arrest him because it was so long ago.
Yep. Yeah.
So
See.
that it's shit like
Yeah.
that
That's why the shit is coming
that
out
people
now.
think that
Hmm.
and they said something about he predicted this. He said something was gonna come out a few days ago, and then it came
And then
out.
it came out. Yeah.
That's
He
because,
said he
well,
tweeted something.
here's what's gonna happen, right?
Hmm.
All those videos that they confiscated from your houses,
It's gonna
you
come
better
out.
start talking about it because it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
You better go run hide somewhere because they gonna get your ass. I don't know where he can run and hide, but they are definitely gonna get him because your shit is on the radar. You got FBI and CIA and Homeland Security and everybody coming after you. So what you think is gonna happen?
I don't
And to
know.
all those other stupid people that don't think they're gonna get caught, yeah, here's your chance to make amends and take accountability for yourselves and get out of the game. Because once y'all get caught, because it's gonna be a triple effect. Everybody is going down. And when you cannot tell me that when they get Diddy, he ain't gonna start naming names.
They already got names. You don't think they got a list
Yeah,
of people that
I
they
know they
know?
did.
They
All
they
those
did
people
all of
that
that.
was at those parties, his parties, that the party
All of
turned.
your favorite rappers, R&B singers, actors, and all that is going down.
They said this one guy, I think the guy he played in Mama's Big Mama's house. Remember the little
Yeah, uh-huh.
the well, when he got older.
Yeah, I forgot his
He
name.
said that when Denzel Washington used to mentor the up and coming artists, he would tell them, "Yeah, go to the parties, but leave before the devil show up."
Uh-huh.
So that means he knew
He
that there
knew.
was shit that was going on, and he didn't want to be a part of it.
They all knew.
I know they said one time he went to one of Diddy's parties
And he
and he
left.
seen some freaky shit starting to happen, and he got up and he left, and he said he never went back again.
Uh-huh. But who said swallowed?
TD Jakes.
Yeah, apparently TD Jakes and Carl Winslow ain't leave.
Well, I don't know how true it is because I don't believe
Allegedly.
everything on social media. You might hear myself, but they saying that TD Jake's wife had stood up in front of the congregation and told him that he was leaving. She was
What?
leaving,
Oh,
that she
okay.
was leaving him.
Okay.
And I heard that they trying to dismantle the porterhouse or Potter house or whatever you want to call it because it's all fake.
Mm.
Like all of that is fake. And my thing is, I don't know what kind of God they serve, but if you are doing things like that and you up there and you supposed to be a pastor or whomever you supposed to be, and you doing things like that, eventually God is going to get tired of you doing that, and you're going to be exposed. You cannot continue You
lie
can't
to the
serve
people.
serve God and the devil,
Mm-hmm.
because all of that stuff that they said allegedly that y'all have been doing, that's all the devil's work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sound like I'm all holy and I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning and go to church like I should, but it's just something that was instilled in me as I was growing up, is that when you do wrong, the bad things happen to bad people.
Did TD Jake step down? They asked.
I don't know.
We
I
don't
don't know.
know yet.
I just heard. I heard. Like, you listening to social media and stuff like that, and somebody's narrating the whole story. So I don't know how true it is.
Quest
But
said Trump is a prime example. Money is power. Definitely not. Facts. There's no way he should be allowed to serve in office. Anybody else will be under the jail. I guess you could do anything when money
I
talks.
I I I'm hoping. Excuse me. I'm hoping before the election that he go to jail for something. He has to go to jail for something.
Yes.
He has to go to jail for something. They have to. I don't understand what kind of democracy are they trying to teach the American people, that it's okay for you to commit so many crimes
and run the country
and run a country.
I thought once you was accused of something like this that you had to step down. Like you couldn't run again.
I don't know what's going on.
So if that's the case, these motherfuckers in jail to come out, they can run for president.
Yeah, might as well.
Shit.
But here's what I believe is going to happen with this election, right? Excuse me. Mm-hmm. God forbid, for some crazy reason, Trump win. He is going to be the last president. He's going to pass the law because he wants this law and order or whatever. He's going to make them pass a law like how Putin is the forever president over there, and Ching Yong, Chung Chu, whatever their names is. Excuse me, because I don't know their names, so I just say it the way that I say it.
Just say the president of
wherever countries. Ching Chong Chu. They're like, he wants this country to be like a dictatorship. Mm-hmm. And he wants to run the country for until he dies. And then when he dies, somebody else comes in. Or when he loses whatever, like this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to win office and then pass the law that he will be the remaining president until he dies.
He said he wants to be like Putin so bad. Yeah, Louis Nick, he do.
Yeah, he does. And he ain't far from him. Mm-hmm. He's still got, and the sad thing is like they be saying, we have a lot of other color people that can't stand Trump, and they're like telling you, like Robert De Niro said he just want to punch him in the face. He got good fellas on him. Yeah, he said I just want to punch him in the face. But and there's people that see what's going on and see what's happening, and they don't want that to happen to our country. And you have some Republicans that are against him too. But why are y'all allowing him to make the spectacle of our country? Because that's exactly what this man is in court 4 days a week. He is, like he worked there. Like he worked for the court. And then he made the statement how that his protesters they want to come and protest, but they can't get more than 50 feet from the courthouse. Yeah, because they murdered themselves. Which is not true, though. They set themselves on fire, though. But it's not true, because the news was out there, and right across the street from the courthouse and Foley Square was maybe three Trump support people. You was gonna call them hoes? Yeah. 3 Trump hoes running shit for him. But they are there. It's just that nobody is showing up. Because they're not going to be. And this one guy says, no, I don't want to be here in the park. I want to be on the steps. No, you can't be on the steps. Y'all know the last time y'all went on the steps or something, what happened? They broke the windows and went in, right? Yeah. What is that? January insurrection. Yeah. So no, y'all not gonna get close to the building like that. No, because y'all know how to act. Absolutely not. Y'all get so that's why he probably not seeing as much supporters as he want to see, because they want to go in there. If they go in there and storm that courthouse, it's gonna be a whole lot of other. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, they gonna allow. It's not going down. Not in the New York City court. It's not going down. They gonna be a lot of
gunslinging and what is
flower
he says
bringing
bringing and
and
all of
all
that.
of that. It's not going. Is that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen
They'll
like
be
that
shooting
happen
like a motherfucker
because
there.
I'm trying to figure out how did the Capitol. They had Capitol Police, but they also had security guards.
And they just allowed them to
just
climb
come in there.
up the fucking windows
They
on
was
the
climbing
side
up
of
the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Took Spider-Man out of business.
Yes. And y'all allowed that. Because everything to me, this is my opinion, everything's a fucking setup.
Yeah.
Y'all set that up.
I think they wanted that to happen.
They wanted it to happen.
Everything
lot of the
that's
things
happening,
that happens is a setup.
Yeah,
they wanted to happen.
And I think a lot of it is so they can do this world order and, so they can say that our people are untamed.
Yeah,
they want to tame us and they
control.
Absolutely, they want to control the whole situation.
Everything I feel like that happens is a setup that that they knew about it and they put it together. There's nothing in this world that you can't tell me COVID was it something that was planned. All of that 9/11, they didn't know about that. They had to know about it. We just had to be the
see how other motherfuckers was fleeing the country and was getting the hell out of New York.
Some people didn't come to work the same day. Somebody people did. Yeah, certain people wasn't at work that day. I can't say the name. Starts with J. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come to work that day to the World Trade Center.
What name is that, Jay?
I'll text it to you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you ain't trying to
we don't want to be sensitive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know.
Okay.
But allegedly
they wasn't there. And you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, what you call people that dies like collateral, like I can't think of the word, but they were they were victim of war. You know what I'm saying? Because they wanted to start casualty. War. They wanted to start a war, so they start shit like this.
Yeah.
It don't just happen. How you allow a plane to fly into a building? How?
Not just one plane, but several
back
planes.
to back.
Well, and
the one in DC, right? Oh yeah,
the Pentagon, and one was on its way
over
somewhere.
Until they shot it down or something like that. Yeah, how you allow that to happen? Because you already knew about it. That's why all these movies that come out, especially ones that talk about government and stuff like that, y'all need to, when you watch it, believe it, because they tell you the truth in plain sight.
Yeah.
They tell you.
Oh shit! Better yet, watch The Simpsons. They're gonna tell you.
They'll tell you. Seem like it.
Yeah. Because it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. Well, let's talk about something different.
Something happy. Yeah. You ain't got no more of your topics. Questions?
Let's talk about the event coming up on June 8th.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that first, and then we can move on.
Okay, June 8th is a time that you need to set out and come bring your ass. Saturday, June 8th from 5 to 10, Midtown Manhattan. You need to come to the CTV King and Queen Sneaker Ball event. It's a Gemini affair celebrating their CTV All-Star DJs, yours truly, DJ K NIKKI and DJ E Boogie's birthday. So it's a formal attire. Whoever has the best outfit will win a prize. Also, the tickets is $80 per person. For $80 per person, you are entered to win a flat screen TV. We have the regular price ticket, $60 per person, that gets you in. It's general admission. General admission includes catered food, photographer, a photo booth, music by the CTV All-Star DJs. We'll figure out if we'll play R. Kelly or Puff Daddy.
If y'all play Diddy, y'all gonna play him. If I ain't stepping in the name of love.
Right. And and then we'll also have a cash bar. So go to Eventbrite, look up CTV Kings and Queens Sneaker Ball Gemini Affair, and get your tickets and have some fun. Spread the word, and I'll see you there. Yes, right.
Yeah, so
let's be clear, gonna be there. So
we in there. I gotta sing, and I'm gonna sing.
You gonna sing?
Yeah, I'm gonna sing.
Y'all need to come through, cause
I'm gonna sing and dance.
She gonna sing
so
and
if
dance.
y'all want to check it out, yes, y'all need
and
to
she
be
gonna
there.
juggle. Depends.
Oh, we get to juggle balls there.
Yeah.
What kind of balls?
Hey, it depends.
I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I can't do that live. I
No,
can't do
oh, you
that
can't do
live.
it live.
Nah, I can do it live, but I can't
Can't
do
do
it
it live,
live.
live.
I can't do it
Can't
live.
do it live.
Nah, nah.
Why
nah.
you
Because no, I mean everybody's
get
gonna see.
nervous?
In order for me to
You
do
might
that,
drop
then
the ball.
nah, I ain't dropping no balls.
Okay,
But y'all gonna have to pay for it.
that's right. That's extra. If
That's
you want to see
extra.
her
That's
juggle balls,
extra. Yes, you
It's-
gotta pay for it.
it's extra money.
Yes.
We
That's
don't do
another-
shit for free
That's
no
an
more.
extra
We
$25.
try to go viral.
Absolutely. Everybody else is going
We
viral.
may as well try to.
So I was listening to this. I'm a huge fan of TikTok, so I really hope that they don't ban TikTok. So remember that story about the lady that did the series about who the fuck did I marry?
Yeah.
Well, now they have this gay guy that's there that says, "Why the fuck did I stay?"
Okay.
So I was looking like, yo, like
What happened with him? What's
I
his
was
name? You know his name?
no. I'm what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give y'all a homework assignment, right? And what y'all gonna do is y'all gonna go to TikTok and y'all gonna look. I think it's like 40 or 41 episodes of Why Did I Stay?
I'm gonna
And
start doing my own shit too.
I mean that's the way to make money because
Yeah, it looked like it. Why did I
Now-
have something?
who the fuck did I marry?
Yeah,
Why did I stay? Who put the peanut butter in the cornbread? Like some shit. We got to come up with something to make some money.
Yeah.
But however, when you watch this, it makes you think that some people are just so desperate to be in relationships that they will ignore any and every damn thing just because they don't want to be alone.
Yeah, every red flag. Or they
Because
don't want to be, like I said before, don't want to go back out there and start all over again.
nah, sometimes it's better than being trapped
Yeah.
in misery.
Mhm.
Because you cannot be happy with the situations that are going on.
Mhm.
Now, if you meet a person, first of all, if you don't know a person,
Mhm.
all right, why would you allow this person that you met at a bar come home with you and spend the night in your house?
That same night?
So
they stayed in his house and it never moved out?
I mean, eventually it worked up to that.
What you mean eventually? You mean after 30 days?
No, I mean watch the series, right?
Watch 41
And then
you can't give me a synopsis.
You're gonna watch it.
Him?
I don't know because I didn't watch all of the episodes, but I do know that it was this young man that had his own business going on, right? And he met this guy. The guy kept going in his DM and everything, and then the guy, eventually they met up and they went out on a date or whatever, and then he started seeing signs like right away.
Yeah.
The guy claimed to be gay, but his parents didn't know he was gay. He had claimed to be only in a relationship with him, but he had a baby mama and the girl was pregnant at the time.
Oh,
and this young guy had a lot of stuff going on for him. He had his own business, he had his own shop. This young guy that says he was a rapper turned out he wasn't a rapper. It's just a lot. And my thing is this: who are you that you're not paying attention? Because me now, it's like every red flag is a red flag for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or every white flag has a potential of being a red flag.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you're not gonna love bomb me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you cannot come to me and tell me 2-3 days after we met that you love me. You don't even know me.
Yeah, you gotta know me to love me. Yeah.
You're not gonna love bomb me. You're not gonna buy me because I cannot be sold. So you can't buy me. So you're not gonna do like I'm gonna take the gifts and shit, but that's where it stops. You know what I'm saying? Until I get to know you. Like what's his name? Harris. He's a what the hell is his name? I watch this guy all the time. He's a blogger. He does video blogging and stuff like that. MJ Harris. He's gay. He's a gay guy. he's cool because a lot of shit that he says makes sense, right? So he was telling the story. It's like an hour, I think, an hour and 15-minute long video that he did. I think you can probably see it on YouTube. How this guy love bombed him,
Mm.
and the guy was not who he thought he was, and eventually it became physical and
Mm.
mental, and the guy, and he said that it was so bad that he thought it was his fault. The guy
Yeah.
love bombed him. He you know he came with whatever he had to the table. So the guy had just moved to his town from another town, and they met at a bar, and he liked him or whatever, and and this is this first night thing. He said he did spend the night with the guy on the first
Meet up.
night, but they didn't do anything. The
Okay.
guy was like really taking his time trying to get to know him, and then he was like, "Oh well, I want to hang out with you for the day, so come back to my house, let me take a shower, change my clothes." When he went to the guy's house, now here you already established, you already got your house, you got your car, you got your good job, you know what I'm saying? And then you meet somebody that just moved there. He said the guy didn't have any furniture because he was waiting for his furniture and stuff like that. So it came from that to, well, since I'm always here with you, why don't we just move in together? And because you were that person that was naive and you didn't want to be by yourself and you were enjoying being with this person, okay,
okay,
not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came out to, well, this is what we're going to do. We are going to split the bills 50-50 because you're not going to come in here and live with me.
Yeah.
And then, everything is on me. You're not paying rent where you at now. So now you got to pay rent here. So everything started out like that. They would go 50-50 on the groceries. Then it was like this one day, oh, can you look out for me? I don't have it this month. I had to do X, Y, and Z for my daughter. So you doing that now, that becomes a routine.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when I mentioned to you, okay, well, the same thing happened last month. Now you jump into defense mechanism, and like,
yeah.
why are you trying to belittle me? I'm a man. I'm trying. Gaslighting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, okay, now you don't, because you don't want any controversy and you don't want any argument going on. You be like, okay, baby, no problem. And then the next month comes, and y'all go to the grocery store, and here it is that you spent $400 in grocery. You supposed to cash at me right on the spot, $200. Oh, now you don't have it. So it became a routine. Every time it got time for him to pay the bills and or buy the groceries, it became that, to the point where now you getting mad at me because I'm questioning what you're doing with your money, because you living in my house, and why you gotta question me about my money? And you pick up and you leave and you don't come home for 2 and 3 days, and then you come back, oh, I don't want to do this, look what you made me do, and stuff. Like, people are really sick in the head when it comes to situations like that, and make you think that you're the issue. They'll try to love by, and he tried to love by and gaslight and everything, to the point where he really thought that it was him. So he said, you know what? Let me go soul searching for myself. And he wind up going to see a therapist. And in the process of him seeing a therapist, the therapist was asking him, what makes you happy? Not what makes him happy, not doing everything to make him happy. What makes you happy?
And are you getting it?
Are you getting what you're giving?
Yeah.
And if you're not getting what you're getting, then you need to get out.
Yeah, and find it elsewhere.
And this, it came to the point where he started like he would go see his therapist, and he would come home, and everything that the therapist was telling him was happening.
Yeah.
Like, whenever they got into an argument, what would happen is he'll run off and stay for a day or two, and then when he come back, it's sex. He fed him with the sex. He fed his ego. He'd bring him a nice gift or some
that
flowers, and
satisfaction.
And he was falling for it time and time again.
And then it goes right back to the same shit.
The same thing. Soon as you not getting what you want, or you're not getting what you expect out of the relationship, and you question this person,
Now you are issue.
now you're the person.
Mm-hmm.
Look what you did. You doing this and you
Why
doing
you
that.
keep
And
asking
then
me that? Yeah.
absolutely. So it came to a point where, he decided that enough was
It's
enough.
enough. Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy. Whatever he's doing that was supposed to make me happy, he's no longer doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And he started feeling insecure about himself and the things that he was doing, and it became a whole shit show. And then the person started putting hands, not physically hitting them, but snatching them.
Yeah.
Like and you see MJ's a little guy, you know what I'm saying? And it came to the point where, what, he left, and that was it.
Oh, MJ that has his nephew with
MJ
him.
Harris.
Yeah, that
yes,
just lives
MJ
with him. Okay.
So it was crazy, and he was talking about how we miss the red flags.
Yeah, we do.
Because
we ignore it.
Yeah, we miss them. That's ignoring them too.
Mm-hmm.
And people come and they love bomb you for a certain point of time, and then they start from love bombing you, they start to use you.
Mm-hmm.
And when using you is not enough, then it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we got to be mindful of the people that we meet
Mm-hmm.
out in the street, because you never know. You like anybody can switch up on you.
Yeah, they can.
You can know people for 100 years,
and it's not who you thought they were.
Absolutely. But when it comes to love and romance, know the difference between love bombing and really love. Because when somebody, I think when somebody is too, like, I don't like the clingy, and when we just meet and we haven't even been dating for 6 weeks or 2 months, and you already love me, and you see yourself spending the rest of your life with me, and let's do this together, let's do that together, and like, that's just too fast. No, there shouldn't be there should be limitations on when you should be committed into a relationship, because you don't know what people have behind closed doors. People be having whole other relations,
families,
and
you don't even
know about it. They have a whole shit show going on out there, but because that other person, the other person is not paying attention to what's going on, so they able to spend the night out at your house and do shit with you, and
go over there,
you know what I'm
the
saying?
same thing.
Because this person might have kids that they gotta focus on their kids, or they got a sick parent, or like, Tubi movies are real.
Yeah, I know that. I know. Yep.
Tubi movies are real, because I be seeing some of that shit happen, and people really think that this person really feeling them and they really loving them because they spending so much time. That's because they have time to spend.
Yeah.
Because their significant other or their wife or whoever, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever they get, whatever situation they in, they have no time to do all the stuff because they focus on life that's lifing, like a sick parent, a sick kid, or somebody. So they're not paying attention to you. So you have this free time.
Or they
and
just
you don't even know
both of y'all.
Absolutely, that part I was getting to.
Yeah, that. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or they telling both of y'all the same or opposite
shit,
stories. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be telling me, like me and you in a relationship, not me and you, but me and him, we're in a relationship, and he telling me, my mom is real sick, I'm gonna go see my mom, blah blah blah, and you going over there spending all this time with the next bro, not even thinking, well, I never met his mom, so how do I know that his mom is sick? You know what I'm saying? And it becomes an issue because you don't even know his family.
Yeah.
You don't know his mother. His mother could be sick, or his mother could have cashed out years ago. But he's still using that. Yeah. He's still using that as an escape. Right? Oh, my family is real protective of this. That. Like, it's a lot of shit that you gotta endure with being in a relationship with somebody, and they're not being honest
with you. Yeah.
So you gotta really pay attention to, like, why is he only over on the weekends?
Yeah. Why he don't spend the night?
Why I can't hear from him during the week? If it's just his mother, you know what I'm saying? Why is it that on the weekends he's here, but then he goes and he disappears. I hear from him, before he goes in the house, before he get home after work, he's on the phone, he talking to you, and y'all having a conversation,
all right,
and be like,
talk to you later,
all right, let me get in this house.
Yeah.
Like, why we not talking
that?
while you in the house?
Why
what are we hiding?
And then you gotta be careful with that, because sometimes they could talk in the house, but that's because the family or whoever is not there. Maybe they went
that part
away.
too.
So now they can talk in the house, so you ain't thinking nothing of it. Yo, people be lying.
People be lying, and they wonder
why. You wonder why you act the way you act,
and wonder why you can't be trusted. Why do, and it's not just men that lie, it's women that lie too. So now you wondering why every time that something comes out of your mouth, nobody is believing you. That's because you're lying.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it. Right. Like it doesn't add, because if you're a person that, like, sometimes I can be an overthinker, where I think that everybody in the universe is lying, and that's not necessarily true, because not everybody,
yeah,
but a lot of people do lie to make themselves look good, even if it's like saying,
or they have their cake and eat it too.
Absolutely. And that's the part that you got to pay attention to. You can't just be love bomb, or so in love, or so infatuated, or so in love with the idea of being in love, that you don't protect yourself.
Lord have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do that too, because people will use you until you figure it out.
Yeah.
And when you figure it out, now it's
you the bad guy.
Absolutely.
You the bad guy.
Or you're here shit like, I ain't like your ass anyway.
Yeah.
But you stayed here for 3-4 years. But now, because I figured you out, and sometimes it do takes us years to figure out people. Sometimes you can be in a relationship for 3, 4, 5, 15, 20 years before you realize that person is not your person. And then when you decide that you want to break away because you no longer want them to have their cake and eat it too, now it becomes a you thing.
You know what? I'll take that L.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, I'm bad.
You know what? You was 100% right. Because guess what?
Bye-bye.
I'm not worthy.
Bye.
That's what you do. What's up? My sister Barbara's on the check-in.
Hey, Barbara. And that's the thing also, like when people do shit to you and lie to you and fuck you over, and the minute you are tired of that shit, you are the fucked up person. I never understood that.
Yeah, because that's easier. Abuse. It's easier for a narcissistic person to blame somebody else, because they're never going to take the accountability for their actions. So you know what? You got to know what you know and see what you say and determine. On it. Absolutely. Because like MJ was saying, that he has, the reason why it took him so long is because he's never dealt with a narcissistic person. So when you don't know what that behavior is like, of course you don't see the flags.
And they're very manipulative.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they'll make you think like everything is your fault.
You not appreciative. You always nagging. You always complaining.
That's why we can't get along.
Yeah, why you can't just do this?
Because you always complain.
Like this?
Why you always got something to say? Nothing is never good enough for you.
Why you can't just leave it alone?
That's a narcissistic thinker. That's how they think.
Either that or they're manipulative.
To deflect the whole situation off of them onto you. Yeah, that's what they do.
And then you start doubting yourself. Well, maybe I am asking about it too much. Maybe I should.
And you're not.
You should ask about it, because if it makes you feel bad, if it's not serving you, why can't I ask about it?
Absolutely. And all the whole everything is okay until I ask a question.
Oh yes. Because
as long as I don't care, absolutely.
It doesn't serve you anymore. Now you got to work towards whatever it is I'm asking for. Now that I'm asking you for something,
so you still got to think about the lie. Like, how many times you think you can tell the same lie
over and over?
You know what I'm saying? And then here's the thing: a good liar will remember their lies.
Yeah, they will.
But most narcissistic people don't remember lies that they tell, because they tell so many of them.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a different story. It's always going to, and if you're a person that pays attention when somebody is talking to you, you will see that quicker than you think you could see it. Because there's so many people out there that do shit like that.
And a lot of people think because you don't say anything
that you don't know.
You're stupid. That you're stupid. I see.
You know what? You building up your case.
Yeah, build up my case. Oh,
so
okay.
when it's time to drop the woo scotch on you, then you gonna know that you came and you messed with the wrong person. Because I'm not that stupid dumb person that you thought I was.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you say.
I got more
no
sense
problem.
than you think.
No problem.
I like to be quiet. Sometimes Aquarians and Geminis too, they sit back and they watch.
It just watch. It just let you build.
Let you think.
That'd be stupid.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing today. But in our head, the wheels is always turning.
We like FBI, like investigators. Like, all right, so you said that you going over there, and you go over this person, that person. Okay,
let me tell
that doesn't make sense. But you know what? I'll let you go with that.
There was shit in relationships that I found out that I was supposed to never find out.
Yep. Everything
I was never supposed to.
Comes out.
I was never supposed to, because you were supposed to be that good.
Yep.
And you wasn't.
You
was not that good. So apparently, once I found out, and and sometimes, like I said, sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes, but see, I notice with me now that I'm older and wiser and more mature, it doesn't take me that long to see through your bullshit. Because once I see one red flag, guess what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the next one. Because after there's one, there's another one. And like I said, sometimes those white flags can be misconstrued as a white flag when they're really red flags. Because what I'm going to do is I'm gonna let you slide that one time, but I'm gonna have my defense open and on. It's gonna be open and on because I'm gonna watch you now. Now I'm gonna watch your movement. As soon as you start moving sideways, I'm gonna slide right on out of there. Because I'm not gonna waste it. I'm too old to waste too much time and years on somebody that don't really want to be there.
Exactly. Because you're showing me more than anything that you don't want to be here. Yeah. So why are you here? That's what I don't understand. Why are you here? Just go.
Because people
is it easier to stay? You think?
Well, no, not if we're not married.
Yeah.
If you're not married and you don't have, even if you have kids, because you can't stay miserable for the sake of the kids. You still got, because all that misery it leads into resentment. Then you start resenting not only their spouse or whoever you with, but you start resenting those kids because you stay with their parent just because of them.
Wow.
That's what I think Brian McKnight is going through. Brian McKnight, he said, fuck them kids.
He don't like them kids at
Brian
all.
McKnight said, fuck those kids. Those kids was made out of evil.
Yeah.
But those are your kids. You know what I'm saying? Those are your kids.
But
so you didn't stay with.
That's what I don't understand.
Absolutely.
Like if you had an issue, I don't understand people who had an issue with a person. Like me and you together, we have a kid, we have an issues, and then you go and have another kid.
Not just one.
Why?
2, 3.
We don't get along, so why am I having another kid with you?
That's the bullshit.
Yeah.
That's the bullshit. So that's why I don't believe you gotta stay because of the sake of the kids. Have and there are some wicked women out here.
It is.
And just like there's some wicked men out here.
Yeah.
Or if I don't want, like if I can't be with you, then fuck those kids.
Your kids. Yeah.
And then there's some women that, since we're not together, I don't want no women around my kids.
Yeah,
so how is that helping any situation? Yeah. That's not helping anything.
Yeah.
That's still causing resentment because me and you can't be together. I'm supposed to stop my life. I'm not supposed to have a life or be with nobody and being into a relationship or committed relationship with nobody or even think about getting married again if I was married before because you don't approve.
Yeah. Yep. That's crazy.
and the crazy thing about it is there's people out there that's like that.
Yeah, it is.
You should not base your whole life on you live for your kids, but you don't live for your kids. Like you can't be miserable with somebody because you're afraid of, like, that's what the law is. A lot of people, I don't want to go through the court system. Yeah. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Nobody should be keeping somebody's kids away from them.
Yeah, or use them
as a pawn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that. If we're not together, then we're not together.
Yeah.
I'm not
learn how to co-parent.
Absolutely,
that's it.
Because it can be done. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't know. But people lie.
Yeah. But that just goes with, how long can I get away with this lie?
Yeah, that's what it is.
And that's why sometimes what you got to do is you got to check a motherfucker right there.
Like,
I
yep,
know you lying.
yeah, you
How I
lying.
know you lying? Because that's not what you said last
Yep.
time.
And
So
then they
once you
even
check,
fuck around and make it seem like your mind is messed up. Like that's not what
yeah,
it happened. Yo,
yeah,
what?
I already know that.
Yeah.
I know people that'll make you
And
think
a
you
flip
can
flop like you didn't see
listen.
that. That's not what happened. That's not what
You
it looked
can be
like.
right there,
Yo.
and I seen you rob a bank. But when we get outside, you told me you didn't rob that bank. You never had that.
I
Car.
was taking out cash.
You
I
saw
was
me
withdrawing
pass the
money.
my ATM card. There's some people that
There
are
were
good
two,
like
yeah.
that. They real good.
Yep. And you be like, well, maybe I did see. No, I saw you. No problem. No problem. You can keep
Absolutely.
that. You keep that. Like you said, I'm just building my case. And then when you realize that I'm starting to seem distant, distant, now you know why.
Shout out to our brother Wiz.
Wiz,
Our
what's
brother
up?
in radio podcast, and our brother in real life, because he is a brother. He said something about the facts, because we talking about facts today. Let's be clear. And yeah, Tubi movies are dope. And
I need to start watching it.
You don't watch Tubi?
No, I haven't. You've been telling me to watch it for the longest. Matter of fact, when I leave, I'm gonna start watching the Tubi movie.
Yo, there's so many movies that you got to catch up on, because a lot of those movies is good. I like watching the B movies, and I like watching the Tubi original movies, because they have a lot of those too. But you have
what you call it? Not a skit, but a piece of this movie called Conflict of Interest. It was with Professor Ogilvy,
I think I seen
Tommy, and Cole was in it. So I'm gonna watch that then.
No, it's a lot. You got to catch up. They got one called Mother May I. But I don't know these people. They Tubi stars. So shit. But that one's good. It's not there's two of them. One is with the white lady and one is with the black lady. You got to watch the one with the black.
What is called?
Mother May I.
Mother May I. And keep your eyes open for a Tubi movie from coming soon with one of my books.
I know that's right. We're gonna do the. Can I star in one of them?
Yes, you will. Mother May I.
Yeah.
On Tubi.
Yeah. So yeah, life be lifing for people, and we're not exempt from it.
But know what I always wondered, and I wonder if a narcissist or a manipulator is watching so they can answer.
They're not gonna let us know.
Why do you do this?
They don't even know why they do it. They don't even know why they do it. Because if they did, they wouldn't do it. Because in the end, somebody or both parties are gonna get hurt. Because I'm not gonna say that a narcissist don't love. It's the way they love. You know what I'm saying? The way they love. They love themselves more than they love others. Yeah. So they have enough love to share. So they got this woman over here and that woman over here. And sometimes it's not even about relationships. It's just about manipulation and control. A lot of them like to have that control. Yeah. Like and I do no wrong.
Good to get over people. So yeah.
So yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah. Especially watch out for people that tells you, you know what, we gonna keep this to ourselves. What we got going on.
Like how long? Okay, no. Let's play devil's advocate here.
All right.
We meet somebody. You know what? Let's keep this on the low for a little while till we see how this progress and see where this can go. If it's going, because some people, they don't want to invite you into their world unless they're sure. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But how long do we gotta wait?
Like this,
do we have to be like this for 5, 10, 15, 20 years? It shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we have to reach that plateau where we say, you know what, this is an exclusive relationship. I don't want to be with nobody. I just want to be with you. Let's move to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Now,
let's see how serious you are.
Yeah, why we need to hide it. It's not like we gotta tell our whole business, but why we
ain't gotta tell what color sheets we got, what color underwear we wore to bed last night.
Yeah.
No, that's nobody's business. But why do we have to hide our relationship if it's just me and you?
And we allegedly working towards a future together.
Absolutely. There's no reason why. There's no reason why we should have to. And if if this is just playtime for
Just say
you,
it. Yeah.
just say so, because everybody needs a little playtime.
Playtime, yeah.
It's
At least
nothing
I
wrong
know
with
where
that.
it's at. But see, people, like you said, they want their cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Afraid that if you say that, then you gonna be like, no, that's not what
No,
I
we
want. I'm
we
gonna go.
and but then you have the right
Yeah.
to say that's what you want. If that's not what you want, then don't force me
Me in
to
a
be into it,
situation.
because then I'm gonna resent you.
Yeah.
Because at the end, where we could have broke up or broke off or moved aside, stepped aside or whatever, and still remain friends. Now I don't
I
even want
want
to
to
be
be
your
your
friend,
friend. Yeah, because you lied to me.
because you lied, you used me. You even if it's not like for material things, you use
use
me
me.
for my
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
My heart is
my
not for
time or whatever.
everybody.
Yeah.
And time is something, when
That you
you
can't
give your
get
heart
back.
away and it breaks, you can't get that back. You can't get the time that you spent, whether it's an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours on the phone talking to somebody on a daily basis. You can't get that time back.
Nope.
So why are we doing this?
That's why.
If you don't want to do it, let's cut all ties right now. Let's be friends. Because if
just
you
do it
piss
like
me
that.
off to the highest of festivity,
I'm not
then
gonna
we're
wanna
not
be-
going to
yeah.
be friends.
I'm
I'm
not
not.
gonna
You
look
don't
at
want
you
to.
the same way.
Nah, I'm gonna have no respect for you because you didn't respect me enough to let me know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I agree. I think you said it. I know my coworker said it. If you're not married, engaged, anything like that, then you could date. You can see other
If
people.
you're not married, forget about that engaged, because sometimes you can be engaged for 100 years. Everybody got a fiance.
That's true. That's true.
Or had
they
one.
Engaged for
You can be
20 years.
20 years engaged to somebody and never have the intentions on marrying them.
Okay.
So if you're not legally married and y'all don't have that legal document and y'all not living in the same household, then it's fair game.
What it is. Yeah,
it's fair game. You should not commit yourself to a relationship that's not committed to you. And if you don't know that this relationship is committed, then why you're committed? A committed relationship is when two people come together and they join together as one. That is a commitment that you made in front of God, Buddha, Allah, whoever. To me, that's legal. Anything else by you putting a ring on my finger, there's a movie where this man was engaged to several people because he wanted to make everybody feel special. Because that's the type of narcissist he was. But unless we have legal, and some people is like, oh, marriage is just a paper. To you, it's just a paper. But to me, that means if you decide that you're going to run out there and you're going to cheat on me and we married, then when I get a divorce, whatever you got, I'm going to take that shit because I earned it. And that's why a lot of people don't get divorced.
Yeah, that too.
They don't get divorced because they know, and most of the time, their wives or their husbands or whoever know they out there doing their own thing. They let them because everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah.
This is what marriage is all about now. Nobody is committed to nobody. There's no respect. There's no loyalty. There's nothing. Even in regular relationships, like we said, whether you're a relationship with a friend, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a friend, a cousinship, any kind of shit, there's no loyalty to nobody anymore.
It's very
everybody
selfish.
is just for themselves. Whatever they can get out of the relationship, whatever they can do to please themselves, that's what it's all about. It's never about and that's why a lot of times if you see how people move and you get how they move, then you can never be offended.
True, because that's who they are.
You know them.
Yeah.
You know this is what they're about.
Yeah.
So if you and I in a relationship and you got 10 girlfriends, I knew you had 10 girlfriends before.
Yeah.
What makes you think what makes me so special that you're gonna change?
Yeah.
Because
the only way you're gonna change is you.
Absolutely.
When you ready to change.
Absolutely.
I can't make
nobody
change.
Nobody can't make nobody do nothing. So that's why you got because life is the way it is. When you out here, don't look for nothing. Let it find you.
Yeah.
And if it finds you, and all relationships is gonna have its test of the waters, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna have your good.
It's not gonna be easy.
And when you are working harder than your partner, then you don't need that relationship.
So when you're in a relationship, the work has to be equal.
Has to be equal.
Okay.
It has to be. The money don't have to be equal. Just
But
the
us
work
to
into
fight,
the
like us
relationship. You
fighting
know what
for
I'm
this
saying?
relationship. Okay.
Yes. You gotta want it just as bad as I want it.
Okay,
And if
got
you
you.
don't, then what are we
What we
looking
do?
for?
Yeah. So
It's
if
a
I'm the only one
it's a
fighting, then it's
one-sided relationship.
okay. Okay, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So don't fight for somebody that don't want to be there.
Yeah.
And if anything, so you know what? We need to take a break. I'm
Break.
gonna go over
Mm-hmm.
here. You stay over there. What you continue to do what you doing. Now I'm gonna do me.
Me. Mm-hmm.
If that person fight to be still in your space, then
They
maybe
gonna
it's
do what
something
yeah,
worth working. You know,
working
working
through.
towards.
Mm-hmm.
But if you gotta keep telling somebody repeatedly the same thing over and over and over again, what's bothering you? Why you feeling the way that you're feeling?
And they
And not
still
only that, but if you're in a relationship longer than a year, I'll give it a year because you can figure out people in less than a year. But if you're in a solid, what you think is a solid relationship, at least a year, you shouldn't have to tell anybody how to make you happy. First of all, you make yourself happy. Once you make yourself happy with doing that, and that person is in your surroundings, they know how to make you happy.
Mm-hmm. And if they don't know, they're willing to learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ask me a question. What would make this relationship better for you?
Lil Unique said the work definitely has to be equal, or you are wasting your time.
Absolutely. Well, who got at this age? Everybody is at, well, we all at least 40 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who has time to waste years and years on a relationship trying to figure out if this person wants you or not, when they showing you the signs that they really don't? But you don't want to be by yourself, so you fighting against everything that you see,
hoping that they change or whatever.
You can't
or the
change.
situation
The
changes.
only person that can change them is themselves and God.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you're fighting a lost battle.
Yeah.
You already lost, but it's just a matter of time. Like, how deep do you want to get in?
So how do you know the person that you meet, that you get with, is the one?
You never know. That person will show you. That person refused to live and breathe without you. When that person, and then again, then some people get tired of it, so you never really know. And life is about taking chances. You do got to step out there on faith. But when you see things happening, then you need to let it go. Don't stay there. Somebody put fuck off.
Yeah. For
Okay,
real?
no problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So you still gotta take a chance on faith, but don't get so consumed in all of the hype of being in a relationship that you lose yourself.
Lil Unique said it's just different, I guess. I guess the feeling that you found the one would be different. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying, Lil
it's
Unique?
definitely gonna be a different feeling because you're gonna see that you and that person is on the same page.
You know what? I was looking at, one of those podcasts or whatever, little segments of it. And they said a lot of people think when they meet somebody and they feel butterflies, if that's the one. They said if it was the one, you wouldn't feel butterflies, because when you feel butterflies, it's like a warning telling you something's off. The energy is off. Like it was like whenever you feel butterflies, like if I go outside, I feel butterflies, it's something off, like something's wrong. So if you meet somebody and everything is cool and I'm calm, I feel relaxed, I feel comfortable, that should give you a we at least we're on the same vibe. You know what I mean? But if you feeling butterflies, does not mean that it's the one. Yeah.
Sometimes that can just mean that that person is very sexy, and I
and
might want to have sex with them.
It could be that too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It could be that, or nervousness.
Yeah, because sometimes sometimes I get nervous about meeting new people because you don't know how this person is going to turn out to be. You know what I'm saying? So it is always going to be something. But what you got to do is you got to keep your eyes open and be mindful that not everybody is in this game to actually, be the person that you need or respect, or the person that should respect you the way that you want to be respected. Some people are out for gaming and some people are out for the long term. If you're not out for the long term at this age, then you will always be for games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And like
saying?
you said, some people are there for a reason, season, or lifetime.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but they
And you will
always there
know
for a lesson.
it's always going to be a lesson. And like I said, if you find yourself in a relationship, and I don't know what made me a relationship specialist,
Yeah,
because
right.
I'm not even in a relationship.
It doesn't matter. You
But
was in
my
before.
thing is this: if you find yourself in a relationship and it's not moving anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
then it doesn't mean that that person is a bad person. It just means that that's not the person
That's
for
not your
you.
person.
You
Yeah.
know, that's not your person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's best, like I said, to depart as friends opposed to departing as enemies,
Mm-hmm.
because you can screw up somebody's feelings in their heart to the point where they wish you dead, or
Yeah.
they wish that they never met you.
Yeah.
And that's not a way to go through life. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We all here for peace, love, peace, and happiness. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Everybody wants peace, everybody wants to be happy, and
Everybody
and
wants to be loved.
and if you can find that in your people that you love, then people can reflect that back on you, then it's all gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So
Message.
don't shoot the messenger, because I'm not a relationship therapist, but I've had relationships that were good, and I had relationships that are bad. I had relationships that I walked away from, and I had relationships that walked away from me. So on both ends of the stick is never going to feel great,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you care for somebody. But you always, 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 like my sister, I hope she still listens. My sister always used to tell me, you can't love nobody more than they love you.
Mm.
If you're in a relationship with a man, let that man love you more than you love him. Because then that love that he's giving you receiving it, and then you'll give it back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That if it's real, genuine love,
Mm-hmm.
then you're going to give it back. It's always going to be a full circle.
Okay.
And on that note,
Yeah.
you guys go on out there.
Yes.
Watch a Tubi movie.
Yes.
Have a great, 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 great rest of your day.
Be safe out there.
Be safe. Be conscious of your surroundings.
That too.
Make sure y'all tune in. I believe we'll be back here next week again.
Yes, we will.
So we'll see what happens next week.
Okay.
Hopefully Diddy will be locked up in jail by then,
or maybe more videos come out.
or Donald Trump will decide to run out of the race for
That
president.
Too.
And we all be happy, lucky people. Don't forget to get your tickets to the CTV Sneaker Ball, Kings and Queens Sneaker Ball on June 8th.
Yep.
Tickets are on sale right now.
Mm-hmm.
We hope to see you guys there.
Yes.
And peace out.
Peace.
We love you guys.